Lots of people are interested in the subject of superpowers or exceptional abilities. The human ego is so constructed that it wants to demonstrate to the world, I'm the best, I'm super. Actually, it's a sort of an anchor which can help a person to remain on the spiritual path. There is nothing wrong in the fact that people want to become supermen. There's a great number of films on the subject, Batman, Spider-Man and so on. Unfortunately, motion picture art distracts people. For example, the film about Harry Potter. In the film, there is a magic wand that all the children are dreaming about. In fact, such films get people hooked on enchantment and witchery. It's being done deliberately, and no one says that it is consciousness that wields magic power, but not a magic wand. A magic wand is a pointer. It's just an instrument which points to something, identifies the direction we should follow. But it can't influence people's lives and shape their future. Shaping destiny is something that spirit, soul and consciousness are engaged in. Some people have a desire and an opportunity to actualize their superpower. To actualize means to awake and exercise it. Others want to create and materialize objects or events. This is a part of superpower. Actually, there is nothing wrong with it, but it's better to know the law of karma. If you break this law and produce disharmonious vibrations, if you work for yourself only, without responding to everything else, it'll cause trouble. Unfortunately, it happens very often. One of our abilities is to earn lots of money. Some people get these abilities by nature. These people are very adventurous and enterprising. Others don't have such an ability at all. There are a lot of schools that teach people how to earn money and do it properly. Unfortunately, they don't understand that money is energy, and it might be dangerous to create different techniques of attracting large sums of money. If you are trying to attract money, you should think over the following questions. Why don't I have money? What prevents me from having it? If money doesn't come to me, can there be any reason for that? Is a lot of money really necessary for me? You can learn special techniques which can be classified as superpowers and start applying them. But doing this, you can break the karmic rhythm without the slightest grounds. It looks like trying to deceive karma and causes disharmony. Another example. A person can already have lots of money. Why is a lot of money given to bankers and famous businessmen? Money is a resource and energy. It is created to these people so they can distribute it properly among others. But the principle, my, mine, which is called greed, prevents a person from the proper use of this superpower. Most people see a superpower as an ability to fly without having wings, or an ability to travel fast in space. But nobody takes into consideration such simple things as, for example, an ability to share something with other people. You should have strength to do it. Unfortunately, these abilities don't work, because a person usually thinks, I earned it and it is mine. I don't care about others. If a superpower must be manifested, it must be manifested so that it could create harmony and change space for the better. Regarding some special superpower, we can say that yogis have such a power but never demonstrate it. It isn't difficult to develop it. You should learn to concentrate your energy on a definite point, for example, on a certain idea. The energy, directed to an idea, allows you to put this idea into action. Strong concentration of consciousness is dharana, which results in the state of dhyana. Such concentration allows a person to create an image, to crystallize and manifest his idea. So, first we have a thought form which comes from above as an idea. It is extremely high energy of the causal plane, called Sankalpa Shakti. Energy in the form of determined will can be crystallized and manifested on the physical plane due to the powerful concentration of consciousness. To increase concentration, you should develop neural connections in your brain. Learn to focus your consciousness and direct this energy in a proper way. The power of desire, manifested on the psycho-emotional, astral plane, will quickly crystallize your idea and transfer it to the ether, on the physical plane. This idea could be dematerialized in the same way. Once I demonstrated an experiment. I wanted to change people's forms, while these people didn't know anything about that. If you have big power of concentration, information and energy will allow an event to happen. It might happen even in opposition to some laws of nature. By and large, such things are not without reason. But people see superpowers as something mystical because they don't know laws. If a law is beyond our ordinary perception, we call it a miracle. Sathya Sai Baba materialized objects from space. Materialization is an ability. An object is materialized from elements of space, from energy which turns into atoms and then results in emergence of an object. It's necessary to know the specific gravity of an object, the elements it consists of, how the energy works, and what its final manifestation is going to be. For example, materializing a golden object, one should know what gold is, what it consists of, what its atoms are like. Besides, it's necessary to know the form of the object, its outer appearance. In fact, a superpower is an ability to be in a state of deep and powerful concentration. Being in this state, you are able to concentrate your energy in one point, zone, or on a definite idea. Following this idea, you should enter it and strengthen it, giving it a powerful impulse. Then the idea will be manifested. Nowadays on the internet, you can find a lot of techniques which are meant to give effect to your desires. But not one of these techniques works, because people don't have big power of concentration. You can think of something and then let it go. This technique works sometimes, but not all the people are able to apply it. They try to, but fail. The right way is to concentrate on an idea of something. The concentration should be powerful. The power of your concentration is the expression and, at the same time, the basis of your idea. First, you should let this vibration grow, and then let it go, forget it, and stop thinking about it. After that, your idea will manifest itself. If we hold and control this energy of thought, restraining it, we don't let it go. There can be a more elaborate example. Sitting in meditation, you enter a state of strong concentration. This is dharana. You focus your consciousness on your idea and create this idea in space. It requires a lot of energy. Who nowadays can concentrate their power well enough to unite the high idea with the process of crystallization? It can only be done by a real master who is able to meditate. I recommend people not to pursue a superpower because it belongs to a mental plane. Though mental power is very strong, it's merely a mental power and not a spiritual one. If you are in spirit, you'll have everything to fulfill your creative potential in your life. Masters never try to do anything for themselves deliberately, because everything just emerges, happens for them. Likewise, they don't try to do anything for other people. Everything happens for other people. Why do miracles happen within the sphere of Master's vibrations? A Master is always in the state of objective, impersonal and dispassionate perception. He has a lot of energy, and this energy is very high. A Master's consciousness is very pure, and people deliberately come to a Master to fulfill their wishes. They're sitting near the Master, asking him for something, and the energy starts moving. If a desire is positive, it comes to life. If it is negative, the person who asks will get trouble, or will just be neutralized. In the sphere of Sai Baba's vibrations, for example, I used to experience an interesting state in which all the desires disappeared. It usually happens because a person, staying within the emanations of the great spiritual power, feels deep self-reliance. If a Master has a high spiritual level, you'll never have any desires in his presence. You'll feel that everything is going well. It is a kind of superpower. Everything is settled down, brought into balance, and a person enters a harmonious state where he feels very well. This is a very powerful state. If you are in it, you can create everything because you aren't concerned with it or attached to it. You stop emanating energy like, "Give it to me, quickly, I want it right now." Being in such a state, you can have much more success in fulfilling your wishes. If you're praying for the whole world, if you wish health and happiness to everyone, you'll keep healthy yourself. So, within the sphere of Master's vibrations, you have a feeling of miracle because a Master is a good conductor of the divine energy. Masters have already made the way to the divine. You can feel what this way is just staying within the sphere of a Master's vibrations. Staying with a Master, you needn't achieve any materialistic, self-serving objectives. Redirect your attention to perceiving the Master's way and learn to feel it. You can put yourself into a serene state which will allow you to do a lot for yourself and other people. You will never be able to do so much just using one technique after another. There are lots of techniques, but they don't work. Even if you do some special techniques, you should understand that you break a karmic law. You should be sure that you don't withdraw energy from somewhere. As a matter of fact, the universe is infinite, and one can take energy from anywhere. But there are such things as rhythmology, resonance phenomena, and others. When you ask for something, you ask for it from the astral plane. The lowest astral plane, which carries out wishes, tends to demand life force in return. There are numerous fortune-telling and other techniques which promise and even guarantee to fulfill your desires. Yogananda told about a man who was using the power of a jinn or elemental spirit named Hazrat. If the man liked something, he asked Hazrat, "Bring it to me." After a while, the man had this thing materialized. However, it caused a lot of trouble because the man paid for it with his life force. People who have built a vertical connection with the highest self can't lose themselves. They are universal and have a lot of different abilities. In fact, such a person isn't a person anymore, but partly a god. He is able to transfer the divine knowledge in the form of energy and information. Besides, he has an ability to crystallize or materialize opportunities. Potentially, all people possess this quality. Anyway, answering the question, how can I generate a superpower? I can recommend the following. Create strong magnetism in your spine. Awake your brain divisions, bringing out distinctive individual qualities. Then you'll feel that you're familiar with the astral plane and understand it very well. The astral plane is full of different things, which can be taken from there and materialized in your own life. I mean not only simple objects, but also life events. The best aspect of a superpower is an opportunity to change people's lives. There's a lot of masters who do it. They create a ring from the space, which isn't too difficult. Materialize lingams or copy Sai Baba's actions. It should be noted that Sai Baba didn't merely create lingams, he used to give a chance to the whole universe to develop. A small lingam was just a marker which indicated that the global event had happened. There are people who possess magic superpowers. There are masters and yogis who can create objects from space. This is not all that difficult. But try to change a person's destiny and life. That is rather hard. A real master is someone who is able to do it. Such an ability indicates a very high level of a master. That is all I wanted to say about superpowers.